In a not so shocking move, Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa will not be seeking re-election in 2026. The reason is not so shocking is because you all probably remember not so long ago, Senator Joni Ernst telling one of her own constituents who was asking questions about cuts to Medicare and Medicaid and what that would mean potentially, like, people dying. She said, well, we're all gonna die anyways. And she didn't leave it there. She doubled down on social media. She was also confronted recently at the Iowa State Fair about her voting for the big, beautiful bill, even though there was massive cuts to Medicaid in the bill. But the Senator Ernst, I want you all to remember. Back a handful of years ago, the Violence Against Women Act had expired, and the late, great Senator Dianne Feinstein was fighting tooth and nail to get it back reinstated, to, save women's lives and everything. So she went to Senator Joni Ernst, solely because Senator Ernst is a domestic violence survivor. Senator Feinstein was desperately trying to get rid of the boyfriend loophole, which basically said if you are a boyfriend or partner and you're found guilty of domestic violence, you can still keep your guns. But if you're the husband, you lose your guns. I know, it's ridiculous. But what's even more ridiculous is Senator Ernst would not budge. She say, I'd rather have the whole thing die than to get rid of the boyfriend loophole. A domestic violence survivor is saying, I don't care if the Violence Against Women Act goes away. Who cares? I don't want the boyfriend loophole to go away. Senator Feinstein even tried to get the help of Angelina Jolie to try to convince Senator Ernst to get rid of the boyfriend loophole. Ernst wasn't budging. So Senator Feinstein realized she wasn't going to budge and she would much rather have the Violence Against Women Act backed with the boyfriend loophole than not at all. Because again, saving women's lives. That is who this woman, Senator Ernst, is. And let us not forget how she pretended she was going to vote against Peter Hegseth, who was up for Secretary of Defense. But the reality was she was playing games because she wanted to show Trump, I have some power too, so what are you going to do to help me? That really worked out for you, Senator Ernst. You probably got the call from Trump himself saying, lady, you're not going to run. Democrats, we potentially could pick up Iowa, and no, I am not kidding. Senator Ernst is running scared, and so are Republicans, as the potential pickup of Iowa is a reality for Democrats.